has been a staple of Pittsburgh professional wrestling. T-Rantula has a pinfall victory over one Mick Foley. He's been in the ring with names like New Jack, like Haku. He was on the very first pay-per-view held in the ECW arena as a part of Raven's Nest. This is a little brash, maybe a little off color, but I'm going to say it like this. T-Rantula has been kicking ass for decades. He was kicking ass before Tyler Brooks was even born.
Perfectly said, Jim. There is no other way to describe when it comes to T-Rantula.
Speaking of kicking ass, I wish T would smack the sound guy.
All I'm going to say is this. All I got to say is this, Jim. 34 years in this business. You talk about him being in the ring with some of the greats. He actually is the first recipient ever of the People's Elbow from The Rock. But I really don't feel like I thought he was going to be a recipient of pain, and that's Tyler Brooks right now.
Man, T's looking great.
Yeah, he is.
Great shape. He's trimmed down a lot.
Just recently he held the KSWA tag team titles. And, I mean, the man is still winning gold at 34 years in this business. But you got to worry, though, Jim. And what I mean by worry is you got to worry about the fact that Tyler Brooks is trained by Glenn Spector. And you know the history between Glenn Spector and T-Rantula.
Yeah, when you're as tenured as T-Rantula, you're going to have history, both good and bad, with a lot of different individuals. And in this case, Tyler Brooks could be feeling the wrath of the sins of Glenn Spector.
I will say this, Glenn Spector has always taught his students, don't be afraid of anybody, no matter what size, chop down that tree. But do you really want to be the first one out of his school to try to chop down this tree? It's been strong for 34 years.
T-Rantula
anywhere.
is a redwood! And speaking of red, just look at the torso of Tyler Brooks.
Tyler Brooks, I think, regretting sending his fellow troublemakers to the back as Indiana, Pennsylvania wants one more, and I felt that down by the sheets. Jesus.
T-Rantula has been on Monday Night Raw. T-Rantula was on Monday Nitro. T-Rantula was on WCW Saturday night. And this afternoon, he's in the S&T Bank Arena.
My God, he's taking him to all four corners, Jim. You talk about paying for your sins. Tyler Brooks has paid for his sins in full, and he's still paying for it. My God. He can't even breathe right now. He's trying to gasp for air.
T-Rantula is as authentic as they come.
I mean, how many people have you seen him chop in your career?
Too many to name. We'd run out of time on this broadcast.
As right now, he is just but Tyler Brooks, though, I will say, youth and agility could be what is needed to try to take down T-Rantula, but is it working here? Oh, as he's just working the solar plexus in that corner. Mark Charles III, you have to count to 5 and good night. Platinum just turned to bronze with that one. My goodness. Oh, no. Has him up.
Oh, wait a minute. Far side, Spector and Christopher coming to the rescue of their comrade.
And now Katie Christopher in the ring as Mark Charles' back is turned, and he's just delivering the goods to T-Rantula. I spoke too soon. I think I kind of jinxed him because the Troublemakers are now out here again and again, living up to the name, Troublemakers.
T is 6'8", about 300, give or take a few pounds. But even T-Rantula is not going to be able to deal with a 3-on-1 situation, I'll tell you that.
Now Brooks rolls him over 1, 2. Did you see how he tossed him off of himself? My God, the power of T-Rantula. Straight from Munhall, Pennsylvania. This man right here, a brawler. But again, Tyler Brooks, could he make a name for himself here tonight, Jim? If he were to take down a legend like T-Rantula?
Well, one of two things are going to happen. Tyler Brooks is going to make a name for himself, or Tyler Brooks' name is going to be on a tombstone, because that is how serious T-Rantula is in there.
But now he's going to have to keep his head on a swivel, especially with Spector and Christopher on the outside. He is definitely going to have to do that, but right now he has Brooks in that corner, sends a platinum one in that opposite corner. And, oh, that's a size 16. Good Lord, Jimmy, did you see that one?
Brooks saw it too, right between the eyes.
Camel clutch applied.
And look at T going to try to rearrange the facial features of Brooks.
Back is turning. Oh, we've seen this before. Spectre and T-Rantula. As Mark Charles III is just being completely, and oh, again using Tyler Brooks, that extra oomph in the corner there. We saw Christopher do it earlier.
Cover here. T kicks out, and to your point, Doc, I want to point this out here. We've talked extensively about the legacy of T-Rantula, a man that has won a myriad of regional titles, national titles, etc. We know that Tyler Brooks wants to use all of that as a stepping stone, but I'm going to tell you what, T is going to go down fighting before he lets anyone make a name at his expense.
Exactly. You know, you talk about the history of T-Rantula. You know, this man actually has fought in the Sportatorium, the legendary Sportatorium, with the Von Erichs, the Freebirds, Gino Hernandez, you name it. They've been there, and so is this man right here, T-Rantula. Oh.
You want to talk about an iron claw? T-Rantula has had an iron claw on Pittsburgh independent wrestling for over 3 decades, but right now it's Spectre chomping like a pit bull on the leg of T-Rantula.
I know, low love lost between these two as he sends T-Rantula into that steel post. Oh my goodness. Now Christopher again.
Doc, they come over here. I'm running, brother.
You run and me run? No, that ain't happening. I have flat feet. We both have flat feet. It ain't happening.
Wait, look out, here comes Spectre.
Spectre. Oh, wait a minute now. T-Rantula trying to fight his way out of this. Takes out Spectre.
This is the ground for T-Rantula. This is the playground for T.
That's right. I mean, Tyler Brooks, known for his aerial assault. I figured maybe he would try something there, but no. What is this now? T-Rantula on the outside just trying to get a breath of fresh air. I mean, he's fighting 3 men at once here.
T is not putting his back to any member of the Troublemakers.
And that's smart. But then again, 34 years in the business, you know, that smart veteran ability. Oh, wait, what is that?
Hey, Doc, I think it's nacho time. It might be nacho time. It's nacho time for the young Tyler Brooks.
Oh, this is happening. Oh! Taking it right to the face of Tyler Brooks. Good Lord.
Doc Dougherty, it's 2024, and it is still nacho time.
My goodness. Tyler Brooks, I mean, can he even see there's cheese or something? Oh, yeah, definitely using that water. And Spectre is in the ring right now, but they're trying to help Brooks here on the outside with the water. Brooks still can't see, but what people are not seeing is T-Rantula has tried to fight both off Spectre and Christopher.
The referee needs to assert some authority here. T is fighting 3-on-1.
Oh, Christopher thrown out of this ring, and right now, Brooks, frustrated, smelling like a big Dorito. Oh, has him. Takedown by Tarantula, and now T-Rantula just delivering those forearms right to the head of Tyler Brooks.
I think if Mark Charles wants to live long enough to ref his next match, he's not going to disagree with T-Rantula.
Yeah, if he wants to collect his next LJN figure, he better shut up now and listen to T-Rantula's trying to explain to him, I'm fighting 3 men here. Come on, man. You're yelling at me about a choke.
Rules and regulations are not exactly the strong suit of T-Rantula.
Yeah, well, neither is the Troublemakers. Come on now. They got their name for a reason. Oh, wait, it misses him. Could this be what Brooks needs? Again, that aerial assault we talked about, Jimmy. To the top rope. Here he comes. Platinum Tyler Brooks has him. Oh!
Huge upset. Huge upset. No, T got that shoulder up.
Just in the nick of time, too. I mean, Tyler Brooks beautifully executed flying body press, but just wasn't enough. This crowd getting behind T-Rantula here, Indiana, Pennsylvania. And right now, Tyler Brooks trying to take the air out of the giant. 34 years, this man has been destroying everybody, and Tyler Brooks could actually have this plus on his resume if he were to defeat tonight here at APWF T-Rantula. Oh my goodness, and now Mark Charles and him still jawing back and forth. T-Rantula now has him up.
Could be time.
Oh!
That is a signature of that man right there.
Long way down. 2, and T-Rantula's going to win this one.
quite literally against the odds, Doc Doherty. T-Rantula fights off the troublemakers and victorious. 34 years, T-Rantula still as good as ever.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
For mercy, you're all alone, unable to handle the pressure of forced mortification. Now let the torture begin.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media,
And I'm the Riz.
and you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes,
On the Wrestling Man.
that's right.